Welcome, I'm Indra Marpao and today I'm sitting down with the CEO of Garuda Indonesia, Pak Irfan Setiaputra. Pak Irfan, thank you so much for joining us today. So how is Garuda Indonesia business performance throughout the 2024, especially the first quarter of the 2024?
Okay, first quarter normally is what we call always a low season quarter. Yeah, so normally it's a quarter where it's the lowest performance of across the year. Yeah, but this year our performance on quarter one is actually quite great, if I'm not saying, because we increased around 18% compared to the same quarter last year. Yeah.
Okay.
And if you look at the numbers of our revenue, it's actually bigger than second quarter last year also, and bigger also than third quarter last year. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So I'm quite very optimistic. Hopefully nothing serious happens on geopolitics and the price of the fuel and also the rupiah. We do expect that it's going to be another great year for us, this 2024. Yeah.
So following Garuda's recent annual general shareholder meetings, what key outcomes that come out from the meetings, and then what can we expect for the rest of 2024?
Well, I think we are on the right track. As you may know, during the restructuring, what we promised to the creditors to accept our proposal is basically that we do promise them that this will be a company who can make profit. Yeah. So we showed them already this, and I do know that they are expecting that we can continue doing and growing the company.
Okay.
Yeah, and for sure they are expecting that we are going to add more planes. Yeah, to cover area that we haven't covered. Yeah, but I think everybody agreed that there's still a lot of room to grow for us. We are also share with the community, the public, also several initiatives regarding ancillary revenue that we are doing so far. Like for instance, this ancillary initiative, like the initiative of Lebaran ke Jakarta, and then some other initiative. The newest one is providing transportation in our international destinations. So that passengers can order prior to the flight for airport transportation to the hotel or other places. And also what been announced several weeks ago is our collaboration with Singapore Airlines, where it's not finalized yet, it's very technical, the IT has not finalized yet, but coming soon is that Garuda Miles member can use their points to fly in the Singapore flight, and vice versa, the KrisFlyer can use their points to fly on Garuda flights. Yeah.
That's actually tempting. That's really nice to hear.
Because we know that lots of Indonesians hold the Garuda Miles, and some of them for international travels, they use mostly the KrisFlyer. Yeah.
So one of the other things becoming a discussion is that what is your perspective on the current upper limit for ticket prices, and how does it affect Garuda Indonesia?
Well, the limit has been set up. The last time it's been set up 2019, so just before the COVID, 5 years ago. And the limit has been set up because of some formula. And today, comparing to 2019, the exchange rate is totally different. It was at that time below 13,000, I believe. Now is more than 60,000 per dollar. And you know, majority of our cost is in dollar. So it's easily impacting our costs without doing nothing. The second one is also the price of the fuel. So it was 60 cents at that time, now it's 80 cents. Yeah. Well, 2 years ago, I believe it's more than $100 per liter. Yeah. So I mean, the impact on the costing is high for us. But the problem is the ticket price is also increasing. Everybody blame to me why is the ticket price increasing? The problem is beyond the limit, there is also certain variable costs that we need to put on the ticket. One of it, besides tax and so on, is also the airport tax. And last year it was increased by unbelievable percentage, more than 100%, without being notified to the public. And for sure, everybody blamed to us. But people do not know that we never increase our price. And the limit, the TBA, we call it here, the TBA has been set up certain numbers. Whether the cost is increasing or not is our problem. So there are several roads domestically that we are saving today because of the requirement, but we're not making money. We're losing money, especially those flights which is very short distance here. Even it's 100% SLF, we are not making money. We are losing money. So the question is whether you want to be providing cheap price for the passengers, or you want to see the airlines still alive. Yeah? Because at the end of the day, there will be a limit that we can't do anything. Yeah? So that's why international market is not being regulated, so we can sell any price, and also the business class. So it's only impacting the economy class. So, but we have raised this issue to the Ministry of Transportation several times. I know I'm thankful that most of the team in Ministry of Transportation supporting us, but we are still waiting to be signed. And I don't know whether it's going to be signed or not before the change of the president and the cabinet,
Right.
and the minister. I don't know.
Well, it looks like you still have a lot of challenges ahead.
Well,
for
this
2024.
industry is huge of challenges.
But let's go back to some statistic. But Badan Pusat Statistik, which is BPS, estimated around 4.09 million tourists from foreign countries coming into Indonesia. So how's that opportunities benefit for Garuda Indonesia and tapping in on this progress?
Yes, so if you talk about tourists, then at the end of the day, you talk about Bali, because Jakarta mainly is for business travelers. Yeah. So we are adding more flights. Hopefully by the end of this year, I think most of them are already, but hopefully we finalize by the end of this year. Flight from Australia, Sydney and Melbourne, flight from Japan, and flight from Korea to fly directly to Denpasar. We are working with some other airlines to fly also from Denpasar to certain cities, which I cannot share with you today, but hopefully very soon we can announce it. Waiting for the availability of the plane and finalizing the arrangement with the other partner airlines. But again, Denpasar will be one of our target for bringing in tourists. Now, the other interesting thing is that what we are doing now, together for sure with all the parties in Bali, is providing a flight from Bali to other destinations. For sure, Jogja has been there for many years.
Yes.
For those who want to see more cultural things, we fly also to Lombok, Labuan Bajo also. But what is interesting is get a huge response from the market is flying to Sorong, to Raja Ampat. So the idea is let them enjoy Bali, the tourists, but over the course of 2 weeks holiday or 3 weeks holiday, they have an option to see Indonesia in a different way rather than Bali. For sure, we do expect them to come to Bali. We also have some other initiative to hold some passengers, for instance, who wants to, let's use the word of Bali as a hub.
Okay.
So Australian who wants to go to Japan for business trip, we are going to have some program to make them maybe stay a night before doing some business in Japan or vice versa. Hopefully by doing that, they will bring the families. So let them combine business with leisure. And Bali is going to be very accepted by the market regarding this initiative. This 4 point something million tourists, we also we also ask our partners to fly direct to Bali, like for instance Emirates, the other islands. Please go to Bali, because I do believe when they fly to Bali, they will bring tourists.
Yes.
And for sure, it will help the tourism industry in Indonesia.
One of the things in 2024 that people have been talking about is the merger between Citilink and Pelita. So how's the progress so far, and how the Citilink and Pelita merger for both online, how will it benefit the Garuda Indonesia?
Well, I've been asked this question several times, so my answer is very consistent. It's ongoing.
Okay.
It's ongoing. But do understand that this is a shareholders' action. This is not what we call corporate action, or an action being set up and managed and run by the management, but it's more the shareholders' action. So we are supporting that initiative for sure, and we are discussing about options. Hopefully we can settle this as soon as possible, like Pak Eric, our minister, intends to do. But let's see the progress, because it keeps coming up with some options which is quite interesting to discuss internally.
Okay, Pak Irfan, we're going to take a break for a second. All right, we're going for a commercial break for a second, but after the break, we'll continue our conversation with the CEO of Garuda Indonesia, Pak Irfan Setiaputra. Stay here.